Accomplished more in 43 days than most administrations accomplished in 4 years or 8 years, and we are just getting started. And the people elected me to do the job, and I'm doing it.
President Donald Trump addressing a joint session of Congress tonight, touting his administration's first couple months of success. But it wasn't all cheers for the president. One Democratic lawmaker, Congressman Al Green, had to be escorted out of that session. Tonight, we are joined by 10 News political analyst, Dr. Ed Lynch, a political expert at Hollins University. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, so there's a lot to unpack there, a lot, said in front of Congress. Let's start off with your initial takeaways.
Okay, well, these speeches are always sort of theatrical. Reagan started the tradition of introducing people in the gallery, and President Trump did a lot of that this evening. I thought it was short on specific policy proposals, and normally when presidents go to Congress, it's because they want something from Congress, legislation to be passed. Now, he did talk about tax cuts, particularly on tips and overtime. He talked about more money to secure the border, and he talked about building a Golden Dome protective system over the United States. But beyond that, there was a lot of baiting of the Democrats. There was almost daring them to demonstrate against his speech, a lot of theatrics.
He talked a lot about the economy. He wants to balance the budget. He wants to lower home prices, grocery prices. He talked about, skyrocketing egg prices, cutting taxes, eliminating tips on wages. He just went on. It almost felt like a rally in the way that he was touting what he had promised the American people when he ran.
Right. Yeah, it was. And now he did make a policy connection there. He acknowledged somewhat that there might be some tough times in the transition, particularly when the tariffs kick in on Canada and Mexico, assuming they last much longer. They might not. But he connected that with, well, because of the tariffs, more businesses will want to move here and make things here and manufacture things here and grow things here. And eventually that will allow prices to come down again. So he set himself a pretty high bar, and he's sort of counting on the patience of the American people. I'm not sure how much patience is left to see prices coming down again.
Let's switch gears and talk about DOGE. The president spoke a lot about finding hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud. That's a direct quote from the president tonight. Share your thoughts about him talking about what Elon Musk and his team has found so far.
Well, for people my age, it was almost deja vu all over again. There used to be a senator from Wisconsin, William Proxmire, who every year would give a speech in what he called the Golden Fleece Awards, wasteful, irrational spending on the part of the federal government. And Trump was doing a lot of that tonight. The difference is that the senator wasn't in the position to cut those things out of the budget, whereas President Trump is. So he's talking about spending that most people would not support, and also promising to get rid of it, which is a step further.
Now, we did hear from the president. He directly addressed Elon Musk, and we want to give you guys a listen to that.
To that end, I have created the brand new Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Perhaps you've heard of it. Perhaps. Which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight. Thank you, Elon. He's working very hard. He didn't need this. He didn't need this. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Everybody here, even this side, appreciates it, I believe.
Definitely a lot of focus there on Elon Musk and DOGE and the role that they're playing right now, in the beginning few weeks of Trump's administration. Yeah,
absolutely. And I thought it was interesting that neither Trump nor Senator Slotkin, who gave the Democratic response, stood up for the federal workers who have lost their jobs. I would have expected that to be a big part of the Democratic response. She didn't mention that at all, which means that there's not that much support out there for federal workers who have lost their jobs compared to other issues. People who know federal workers, who are federal workers, obviously they're very concerned. But if there were a big groundswell against what DOJ is doing, then it would have come up in the Democratic response, and it didn't.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Lynch. We appreciate your time. Unfortunately, we're out of time.
I understand.
Definitely a lot to unpack here, but we appreciate you so much for being here.
All right. Thanks very much.
All right. Thank you.